Hi, my name is Sierra Sailors, and for my personal narrative video, I'll be telling you about the Segway incident that happened about a year ago. So I was coming home from the sleepover camp that had happened, and it had been terrible. Like, the camp had been fun, but I had gotten sick, I had gotten injured in several different places, and it just was not a good week for me. So, we went to Franklin, Tennessee to stay in a bed and breakfast to kind of like lift my spirits a little, because I was doing terribly. So we decided to go on a Segway tour while we were there. And while we were on the Segway tour, there was this girl named Mimi and my family. And the whole tour had gone wonderfully, and no one had any crashes until we got to this park. And at this park, I went too quickly and I slung off my Segway into the grass. No big deal. And everyone was like, "Oh, first crash of the day, and hope you don't do that again." So they got my Segway up and turned it back on and all that. And we started going again. And we were going down this really narrow sidewalk right beside a really busy highway. And Mimi, the girl Mimi, was behind us. And one of her friends shouted, "Mimi, no!" And turns out she had like run off the side of the curb and was like rolling into the highway. And she was completely fine this whole time. She never crashed, she never got hit by a car. But what happened was my mom was in front of me, and she decided to turn around and look at Mimi. And when she did, her Segway went off of the sidewalk, and she went, like, this is her head, she went like, woo! And she fell down. And of course, me trying to, not run over my mom, I tried to stop, but that didn't work. So somehow, I got thrown over the handlebars of the Segway. I'm not sure how that happened, and the Segway was like still going forward. And those things are actually quite heavy. If you've never been run over by one, they're very heavy. And what happened was, it ran over my mom's head and my arm. Like, this arm still has scars on it if you look close enough, from where I got intense road rash all over like my legs and my arms and my shoulders. Because I like flipped over and rolled, and then it ran over my arm and then my mom's head. And of course, me being the good person I am, I jumped up and screamed, "Mom, I ran over your head!" Thankfully, she had on a helmet, so she was completely fine. But she started laughing so hard that it just made the entire thing worth it. And they helped us up, and we went home. And, I mean, the road rash was pretty terrible, but the story that went along with it was worth it. So that's the story of how I ran over my mom's head with a Segway, and the moral is, never look behind you while riding a Segway. It's a bad idea.